Hi guys, just waiting for Gina to join us, Nanny by Nature. She's all good on Facebook and YouTube. I'm just waiting for her on the live. Let's see if we can get her in. Let's see. Let me see if I can find her on here. There she is. Oh, where did she go? There. There she is. Perfect. Yeah. Let's see if I can hear her. Instagram, don't be an enemy of progress. Oh, yay! Yay! We did it! Technical difficulties,
don't be an
man.
enemy of progress, Instagram.
Ah, listen. Enemy of progress. Listen, guys. How are you? You good?
I'm so good now. I get to see you.
Yes. How you been? How's your day been?
Today was not a bad day, I'll have to say. Good. It was pretty good.
Did you work today? Did you chill?
Oh yeah. We work over here. We have to work.
Yeah.
You
build up the tank. Yes, I do. I literally rushed home from work today. Sure. I had a stressful day, a very stressful day for me.
But you look so good.
Oh, thank you. This is makeup.
You don't look like you had no stress.
No, it's the makeup. Trust me. Don't let it fool you. I came home, I washed, I put on some clothes, and I literally did my makeup because I look so tired. Like I had a very draining day. But this isn't about me. This is all about you.
It's
okay, I'm recognizing you. No.
It's about you, boo. It's about us.
All about you. Yes, it's about us. It's about us. That's very true. I would just love to say, first of all, thank you for agreeing to do this with me. You know how much I absolutely adore you. Like, absolutely adore you. And I'm so upset when I was in Washington that I didn't know about you. Because if I had known about you, I would have spent the whole time there with you, yeah? Because you and Biss Morgan, you guys are like two of my favorite people, and you're both in DC. And Anne, you three are like my people. Too. And you're all in the same place. Yes, I am.
Oh, my mom joined.
Hi, mommy. Yay, hi, mommy.
Hey.
Is your mom's last name the same as yours? Is it Mommy Bivens?
Yes.
Should we call her that? Hi, Mommy Bivens. Nice to see you. Yay. So, Gina, tell the people who you are, what you do, and just a little bit about your journey from like the beginning where you was, interpreting, and now as a nanny doing the both. Like, talk about it. Let's go.
Sure. Hey, Lenny. I see somebody saying, hey. So I started off I was a sign language interpreter. I got into sign language not because I wanted to interpret, but because I was just being nosy. I was like, what are they talking about? Let me get in on that action over there. What's going on? And I used that for my faith. I was doing a lot of volunteer work within sign language and just progressed from there and went to some schools and then went to the Deaf University here and just eventually became an interpreter, started interpreting. And then like one day I was interpreting, and I always worked with kids, always loved kids. My mom will even say, even as a child, I never played with dolls. I never wanted my own child, but I always loved kids. My mother, she's a nature she just loves kids. So she always had babies, but I was like, no, I never want my own, but I love them. So I did a lot of interpreting with children.
Yes.
I also interpreted for students who will be becoming teachers. I would go into the classroom with them to get their training. And so one day I was interpreting at, here it's called the Sidwell Friends School, which is where the Obama's kids were there at the time that I was interpreting. And I was in the classroom interpreting, and one of the parents came to me after. Her husband was a diplomat, and she was like, would you mind come working at my home with my children just to teach them sign language? That's what she asked me. And I was like, sure, okay. Started doing that, and then she was like, you really work well with kids. You really should get into just working with kids on a full-time basis. I know you like interpreting. I'm sure you do well at that, but working with kids might be an option for you. I was like, okay. I didn't want to be in the classroom, and it just came up, just try nannying.
Yeah.
Because this is a school, of course, obviously a lot of wealthy parents who are always looking for a nanny. And I signed up. I went for an interview, off the bat. for an agency we have here called White House Nannies, one of the biggest agencies that we have here.
Yeah.
Went for an interview, and even the owner was like, "So you're gonna leave interpreting to do nanny? Like, what's up?" I was like, "I just want to try it." And she's like, "I'm gonna leave it a try." Started with my first family. The first interview, I got hired for my first interview, and I was with that family from the little girl was 10, and then she's a sophomore in college now. So eventually I had to leave because what was I doing?
Remind me, what is a sophomore again in America?
Oh, that's right. Second year. She's a second year.
Second year, right.
So
freshman. Freshman is 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Sophomore's 2 years, and then a senior is 3 years, right?
No, senior is the last year. Junior is 3. A junior. It's like junior, senior. I know. I forget. The system is different. It's crazy. But
I thought I got it right. I was almost there.
You were there. You were right there.
I got there. Okay, junior is the third. Yeah, right. Let's go. So she's a sophomore now.
She's in her second year in college and university. And I was with them pretty much until they moved. She was in high school and they had to go to Maine. They moved to Maine. Not had to, but they did it for a beautiful lifestyle change that they had, just to have a slower life. So they went out to Maine. And even then, I flew back and forth to work with them then. Amazing. So it was basically more like a house manager, a nanny manager. I was managing their home as well as nanny for just the one little girl. Yeah. And that was beautiful. She and I, to this day, we just have such a great relationship. It really worked out. And then so that's how I started. So it's been about 10 years, a little over 10 years now that I've been in the nanny field. And I go back and forth, but I don't think I go back and forth. I found a way to just meld the two of them. Yeah. So I am interpreting now. This year, I'm not a family so much, but I am interpreting for a child in high school, a deaf student who's in high school, but she's the only deaf person in the entire school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So talk us through what that looks like so you go to work. Do you stay with her the whole day?
I stay with her. Well, it's me and another interpreter because, as far as interpreting goes, you're not at your best if you're doing that the whole day on your own. You need to have a break. You need to have somebody to bounce back off of. Yes. So, but we're with her for her entire day. So we take turns and we switch back and forth through the day, but we are her community. We are our connection with the world.
Yeah,
we facilitate her communication. But what's amazing to see, because kids are so much more willing to learn than adults.
Absolutely.
See, kids, they all are having us step aside and try to communicate on their own. Yeah. So they're learning sign language because one of the foreign languages in the school is sign language, is American Sign Language. So it's good. Those kids taking those classes really practice and improve their skills in talking with this girl. But on the other side, she's also seeing what it's like to be in a school where no one there is like her. She herself is deaf. Her family's deaf. She's from what they call the deaf world. Oh, by the way, I have to tell you, we have a name sign for you. A name sign is something that you're given when you're within the deaf community. Sometimes if you have deaf family, you're born and they give you a name sign instead of finger spelling your name. But for people like me and you, a name sign is something that will characterize what kind of person you are. So I am not qualified. I'm not qualified. My name sign is this. My name sign is because Gina, this is a G, and this is my name sign, a G on the cheek. Yes. And I was given that by a deaf person because I loved her kids and I always kissed them on the cheeks. Yes. So she gave me my name sign. So I was talking on the streets with the deaf community about you.
Oh, I'm getting excited.
So you have a name sign.
Okay, go on.
And it's so like cool. This.
Other way.
Middle finger like this.
Middle finger like that.
Like that.
That one.
This way. Yep.
Oh,
the
wow.
reason why, from seeing your picture and also my explanation, because of your personality, because of that beautiful head you have that's shaved, it means sparkle.
Oh.
It means sparkle.
Sparkle.
So sparkle. So that's your name sign. So if anybody asks you, excuse me, my name is Shana, but I have a name sign.
Yes. Thank you so much. Tell them I said thank you so much. How do you say thank you in sign language? Oh, it's the same. Okay, it's the
Thank
same.
you. Yes.
Okay, good. I will know that then, because I teach children the basic baby sign language, but I'm not a fully qualified interpreter like you.
You know what's I'm okay, but you know what's so funny? I know I can understand French Sign Language more than BSL, British Sign Language, even though we speak the same language, because American Sign Language comes from French Sign Language. There was a teacher who came over and set up our schools. So yours is based on a whole different system. So it's so crazy. You would think our sign language would be the same.
I learned the American way because I was working with American family, and the mom wanted me to learn because that's how she communicated with the children. Even though they were hearing children, they could hear. She wanted them to learn sign language. So I learned American Sign Language through the mom, and also, you know, books and videos and stuff like that to communicate to the children. Someone on Facebook or YouTube
Hey,
said,
Carrie.
"Hey Gina, my beautiful sister, love that shirt too."
Hey, thank you. My friend painted this for me. My best friend painted it.
It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, to carry on. So he was.
No, I think that's great. You said you sign language because even though the kids are not deaf, it's such a great way to even working with kids from birth. Even though just like we speak with kids from birth, for them to learn the language, sign language is the same way. And it's really good with kids because you know how kids, you know, language acquisition, how they learn, they're not able to actually speak as quickly as, you know, as they're developing. So if they can sign, they can do little signs: milk, hungry, eat, bathroom, those things, water, those things they can do. It cuts down on frustration. Also helps with fine motor skill development early too. Thank you, Carrie. She said the earring on point.
You should have an earring cam. You know, Wendy Williams has a foot cam, a shoe cam. We should have an earring cam. Make it dangle.
Make it dangle.
I love it. Make it dangle. You know, you have to make your dangle.
That's a dance.
You know, yeah.
What you doing?
We see each other like, hey. It's amazing. I'm still stuck on you giving me a name sign. I'm so grateful. Thank you very much. Thank you. Literally, you are my go-to person. Like, Gina, how do I say this? Am I doing this right? Like, you are that person for me, because, you know, a lot of people don't understand that it is a language, and a lot of people, you know, do things and it's very offensive, and I feel like it's very disrespectful to the deaf community. So these are things that, you know, I've had to learn through other people. Just talking, my ex-boyfriend was actually deaf, so he was. So I learned a lot about the deaf community and just like the best ways to communicate, and that's why I have such a had an interest before, but more of an interest in language and communication, because how do you communicate with someone that doesn't have the communication skills you have, or the basic language skills that you have, right? So with him, I did like a lit reading course. I did a lit reading course, and just I tried to start teaching him little signs of sign language. At first, I was like, man, I ain't doing that, man. I'm doing, you know.
So he didn't
with the
sign?
ego.
He
didn't. No.
Okay.
He was not born deaf. He became deaf. So he had an ear infection. Hey sis, he had an ear infection, and they took so long to diagnose it and, you know, cure him. He lost a bit of his hearing, and when it came back, he had tinnitus with the hearing loss. So it was very difficult. Yeah. Oh, I like the way you say it, tinnitus. I might say it like that.
I mean, that's tinnitus. How we say it here. That's how we say it.
Yeah, but it sounds like more like tinnitus. Yeah, but what's so English? Tinnitus. And you're like, tinnitus. We're like, tinnitus. Like, I like it.
It is really awful because they hear like a ringing constantly in their ears.
Constant. And if it's loud, if the atmosphere around them is loud, the ringing gets louder.
Goes up.
No, you have it as well. We just, no way. Like, one of my like family childhood friends is in here, and she said she's got it as well. I didn't know that. Wow. That is so, listen, it's so hard to even like have, like, when he used to explain to me what was going on, I was just like, next level of respect. I couldn't, like, I would literally feel like chopping off my ears. That's actually how I felt. Like, I couldn't, like, he said it's hard to cope with. Absolutely. My daughter had it. It's horrible. Everyone's saying, this is why it's so important to talk about things, you know, because what do you mean? I didn't know children could get it.
And that's why it's so interesting. Like, it even ties back to being a nanny, and especially how you work with kids and how we try to work with kids is understanding people. When you understand what someone is going through, it really helps you to deal with them in a whole different way. Absolutely. Now, you can imagine this person is walking around. I had a supervisor at one time. I used to work in a deaf school where everyone was deaf. It was in a deaf high school. And my supervisor, assistant principal, was deaf. He suffered from tinnitus. And once a year, usually every day, it was like a bell noise, he said. And he could get used to that. But still, it's hard. But every year, for some weird reason, he said it sounded like a church bell. So imagine a huge church bell ringing in your head, in your ear, all day. You know what I mean? So people are dealing with a lot. So you can imagine someone who's dealing with this. It's basically a silent disease because no one can hear it for them, and you don't know. No one can hear it. Right, so right. Your behavior. It affects how you deal with people because you have this constant annoyance going on with you every day. So it really, one of the things I really appreciate about being a part of the deaf community and being involved in it is that it really helps me to understand people just in general. Yes. Understanding that everybody is an individual and people are going through things. So it really helps us to deal with people on a more human level when we understand that somebody is going through something just like we are. And you can't just write them off like, oh, this child has bad behavior, or this child. A lot of kids have been put in behavioral challenges programs and things just simply because they were dealing something with like tinnitus. Yeah. Or they were deaf. And they're like, oh, this child is a problem child. And no one took the time to really like evaluate what was going on with this child. You know what I mean? Or with this person. So I feel that's such a powerful statement.
Someone said.
Oh, Jazz. Oh, yeah.
You got a few questions, you know. I haven't even told them yet. Drop some questions for Gina, but everyone's putting in questions. I see them coming in. If you got any questions, please put them in the question box. I'm not going through the comments in terms of like scrolling up. So put them in the question box and we can get them. Yeah, like TV feedback sound.
I've heard that too. The TV feedback sound. Wow. You are courageous because I know there's really no cure for it. There's no cure for it. And I had a friend when she got pregnant, it got worse. So I don't know if that happened with you. When she became pregnant, it got worse.
Yeah, because she said her son keeps her going. Toya, I can't believe that. I can't believe. I didn't know that. That is insane. When we finish this live, I'm gonna send her a message because I really didn't know she was going through that. That is crazy. So what do you feel like the transition from doing, even though you never stopped really doing it, but just being like a language interpreter to becoming a nanny, do you feel like there was a big kind of transition, or was it very fluid to kind of
not huge? Because as an interpreter, you work with kids. I mean, you work not with kids. You work with kids, but you work with people. Yeah. Being a nanny, I feel like the biggest part of our job is working with people. If you know how to work with people, I mean, you can learn the other quality. You can really learn the other skills. You can learn how to change a child. You can learn all those skills can be learned. But if you don't know how to work with people in general, and like you know it, nannying is not the job for you. Neither is interpreting. Those are both things where you have to have interpersonal skills. Period. Yes. And it's also a job, and I know you're like this too, is we treat people how we want to be treated, not necessarily how we are treated. So sometimes we're not treated in a way that's great, but we don't return that behavior because that doesn't get results. Nothing changes if we just treat everybody how they treat us.
Absolutely. And it's not being true to yourself either.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I just read something that said if you allow people's negative responses and negative behaviors to reflect on how you treat them, or you treat them in the same way, you're allowing them to mold who you are.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Woo. So we don't want that. That's not what we want. We don't do that over here.
No, not at all. over there, you can go over there, but I'm over here and it's not happening.
We don't do that. And those are the two of the biggest skills that you need for interpreting and being a nanny.
Yes.
Being able to treat people how you want to be treated and having interpersonal skills. Everything else you can learn. You can learn sign language. If you don't have those skills, don't be a good interpreter.
Do you feel like being an interpreter has helped you to be a better communicator?
100%.
In what ways? In what ways?
Because it's interesting when you are facilitating communication between a hearing person and a deaf person, and you can see how by what they're saying is not getting this point across, even though I'm interpreting your message as you're doing it, and you can see how people are not getting the point across because they're not saying what they need to say.
Yeah.
And you can just see, and you can't do it. Like, I can't change that about it. I'm there just to interpret. So I'm a neutral party. I'm not here to help you understand what she means is. I'm not there to interpret what you mean. I'm interpreting what you're saying.
Yeah.
So that has really helped me in dealing with people and really saying what I mean. Because that is what gets a response from somebody. Sometimes we give people the responsibility of understanding what we mean or figuring out what we mean. And then we're angry when they don't. Well, you didn't say that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You didn't say that. So why are you upset with them for not understanding that that's what you meant?
Yeah.
So being in those situations and seeing how that never works, that has really helped me to be a better communicator and trying to, and if someone is saying something to me and I understand that they're not giving me what they're meaning, it helps me to have more follow-up questions. You know, is what you mean is this? And I think that helps for more smoother communication. Even if we disagree, if we understand each other, we can disagree, but agreeably.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Do you feel like when you apply for jobs as a nanny, do you feel like you having that past experience kind of sets you aside from other nannies, or do you feel like it's an advantage? Do a lot of parents go, oh, that's different, I like that?
Yeah, for sure. Especially the parents with kids. I personally prefer older kids as a nanny. Like, I like them like in 7, 8. I like them when they can go to the bathroom for themselves. I love those kids.
Yeah.
Those are my jam. Those are my jam. Go to the bathroom and get out front.
Yeah.
I like older kids because we can have the conversation. You know what I mean? I can talk to them because children are little adults. They're little humans.
Yeah.
We're big humans, they're little humans. Literally, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but with the younger ones, the parents love it because they're like, oh, I want you to teach my child sign language. I want you to sign to them, or just not even so much about the sign language, but introduce them to something different than what the parents can show them. We're already, most of the families that we work for, especially the higher profile ones, we're already coming in with something different than the child sees every day. Yeah. Black, earrings, a lipstick, afro, bald head. Like, we come in, we're already showing them something different.
It's true.
We're already showing them something different. So parents like that. And then when you have something a little additional or something a little extra, like your background in Jamaican. Mm-hmm. And I love your mom's accent. She's so cute.
Thank you.
But it exposes them to something different. And we all need that. We need to know that the world is bigger than the 4 walls that we live in.
Absolutely. We've got someone here. Peckham TB said, your nature yourself. Can I call you nature for short?
Go ahead, call me. Yes.
That's so cute. Let's see. You got a few questions, Gina. Let me see if I can get them up. Let's see. Because I got questions for you. Everyone else got questions for you. Let's go. Let's see. Carrie the nanny, who I absolutely love, says, what would you recommend for someone looking to take ASL classes? ASL meaning American Sign Language, specific certification programs. Which ones would you recommend?
So I will say that there aren't really any certification programs for learning ASL.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There are ASL classes, levels 1 through 5 and so forth. And some of your local colleges or community colleges may offer those. There isn't really certification except when it comes to teaching ASL and interpreting. Those are, and if you just want to learn sign language. There may be some baby ASL ones. I'm not sure.
I knew I felt
really
something.
Looked into that.
So it's a fly? I was like,
you were like, what?
Like this, and I'm thinking I felt something. I hate stuff like that in my house. After this, I'm gonna find that little.
I mean,
my mom calls them flying shits. Yeah, that's what she calls them, flying shits, because they sit on poo and then they want to fly.
Yeah, they're nasty. Flies are nasty.
Yeah, I love animals, but I'm not a fan of flies. Like,
yeah, I know you love the animals. You want to preserve them, so you can't kill it, but you just want it out. Also, Carrie, as far as like, I should have looked for resources. This is so funny. Somebody who is in sign language who doesn't really know where you can go. I would say, and Carrie, I'll send you a message after this too, because I'll have.
And me too, please.
Yes, there are specific videos, especially kids videos, that I can send you for sign language, and you can learn in the like baby steps and learning just the basic signs. Good to know. I've always been interested in this. Been my okay. We'll talk. See? We'll talk, Carrie.
What did she say? Let me see that.
She said it's been her goal for 2 years.
Yeah, same. Like I know, like I say baby sign language, but it's really American Sign Language that I've been teaching the children. So I would love to be more fluent with it. Later on, I've got a little surprise for you that Gina actually doesn't know, but I'm gonna get her to interpret on the spot. I got a few phrases for you. That's gonna be later. Yeah, she's like, bring it on. So later on, before we finish up, I definitely want to, because I find it so fascinating how you just make it look so effortless, but it's not easy. You make it look very easy.
Because it's, for me now, it's fun. I enjoy it. Yeah. I enjoy making things accessible for a community that I've come to love so much.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we'll talk, Carrie, you and I, because I'm actually, my roommate has started teaching sign language classes online for Zoom. Her grandmother is deaf, so she's a native signer. But we're cooking up something, trying to put something to have more classes available. And I wanted to do something very specifically for nannies.
Yes, that would really help.
Or mothers who want to use sign language with their little ones. You know, because we took a class together. You know, you could both sit there together and learn. But there's videos and things online that we could start with. But yeah, we're gonna work. We're going.
Yeah. Hey, my sister's entered the building. Hi, Lala.
Hey, Lala is her name?
Yeah, that's her nickname. We call her Lala.
Lala, I love that nickname.
Hey, Lala. Yeah, her name's Shalisha, but we call her Lala. So, hey, Lala, how are you? I miss my sister very, very much. But on another note, I wanted to ask you a few questions. If you don't mind me asking, you mentioned earlier, which I personally didn't know, but it makes me feel really good because you're the first person I've heard say this outside of myself, that you love children, but you don't want any. I love that. Can we talk a bit about that?
It's possible to do that.
Okay.
It's very possible. And I told a teacher who's also a mother asked me today, because I was talking with some of the kids, and she was like, when are you having your own? I said, never.
I love you.
She was shocked. Like, I said, I think you need people in your community, because raising a child takes a community. And I said, you need people in your community who are constantly recharging and recharging their love and their knowledge towards kids, so they can work with them and not have, like, oh, I don't really have time to talk with you, I need to go home. Not that everyone does that, but I never wanted my own. I'm too much of like a worry wart. I worry too much about everything. So I wanted to be able to give the energy and the love that I have for kids to just as many kids as I could.
Absolutely.
But not necessarily have my own. And I think that's totally possible to love children and to not want any for yourself. Just
absolutely.
It's a different experience raising children than it is working with them or being a part of the community, helping them to flourish. It's a completely different experience.
Absolutely. And I keep saying absolutely because I'm just genuinely agreeing with you. And it's just so nice to hear you articulate it so well, because if I had £1 for every time someone said, oh my God, you'd be such a great mom, and I'm like, I didn't say I wanted to be. So to me, they think it's a compliment, but it's not a compliment to me. Like, I have no issues with loving children, looking after them,
Absolutely.
and just pouring life into them. But it doesn't necessarily mean that I want to give birth. Yeah.
My mom said that's because she's spoiled. That could be true too. That could be true.
Are you an only child, Gina? Are you an only child?
I am the only girl and the baby. I have three older brothers, and I was the only girl and the baby. And my brothers were years between me. So if I'm spoiled, I always tell people I'm spoiled but not a brat. And I didn't spoil myself. So that means that was the job of who? My mother and my father. So exactly. That wasn't my job spoiling me. It was theirs.
Yes. So you were the only girl and you were the youngest. That's like my brother. He's the only boy. He's got 5 older sisters.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. 5 older sisters, only boy and the youngest. He's living good. It's like having 5 older moms. Like just having 5 moms.
It's a good place. It's a good position in life. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at where I was born.
Absolutely. Gina, what inspires you?
What inspires me? I'm a person that has a lot of faith. And so that, I think, inspires me. I look up. I look to other people to imitate what they do and how they move when I see good characteristics in other people. But I look up for my example because that is the highest example of all things good for me. Absolutely. And that's what inspires me to want to be better because I'm never going to be as good as he is. I'm never going, you know what I mean? I'm never going to be. So it always gives me something to look forward to. And so that's where it comes in. My competition is going to always be with myself. I'm always with Gina, be better today than you were yesterday because you always have something to work on. And that is my inspiration because it means that I don't need to look to anyone else for what I need to do. I don't need to look for anyone else on anyone to beat or anyone to be. It just makes me want to be better for me and then be better for you and be better for others so we can support each other in that way. And when we do that cooperation and supporting each other, that gives me even more inspiration. When I see something that I say or do help someone else and then what they say or do helps me, it's just like a continuous ball that keeps rolling.
Yes, I love that. That was a very good answer to the question. How would you describe yourself, like your characteristics? How would you describe yourself as a person?
This is so funny because seeing me on here and how I am with you, I'm very comfortable with you. Absolutely. But I am an introvert with extrovert tendencies. I'm like a little introvert with a little extrovert on the side.
It's called an ambivert.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah, what ambiverts?
Oh, because like you, I can go home. I don't have to go out ever. I can be home all the time. Yeah. And then once in a while, I do want to go out and have fun. And then I do travel. Like I do a lot of travel. Well, I did. Yeah. I haven't done much lately, but a lot of traveling around the world. I love to meet people. I love to find out people's stories, their culture, where they're from, what makes them move the way that they move. Mm-hmm. So I'm a listener. I would say more so a listener than I am. I talk, but I like to hear stories from other people more than I like to tell my own. I can tell my own, but basically I'm that person. I'm the one that sits in a room and observes everybody. Just to see what, I like to see that, to see how people move, what makes them move. And I'm not the one that's like in the middle of I'm not like the center. I don't want to be the center of attention or anything like that. I think that's a wonderful place for that person to do because it takes the attention off of me. So I love that person.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm like, yo, let me just be here. I'll chill. Yeah. But people get the wrong idea of me. They think because I'm loud and I talk and I'm there, they think I want to be a center. No, I don't. I'm good. Like I'm over here.
Absolutely.
Let me be over there. Like I'm
right. It's so true.
Gina, I'm curious. When's your birthday?
Why? Don't count the years out. Don't tell nobody my age. No, it's January 14th, not the year.
Okay, I just want to know what your star sign was, your earth sign, because you're saying a lot of things, and I'm an earth sign. And I was like, this sounds very much like me. So I just like to know when you're born. You're Capricorn.
That doesn't. No, I'm not. I don't. I don't do that.
She's like, I don't believe in all that. I don't believe in all that. But I like to know.
Just you and I just
gel.
You talk so much. I think.
I don't think someone's got your birthday.
Hey, January 14th in the house. Okay. Hey, Nanny hookup.
Hey.
Ambivert. Yes, Jess, we're ambiverts.
Yes, ambiverts. Hey, Amber.
Hey, Amber.
Sorry, I think I cut you off. You were saying something and I cut you off. Sorry, I apologize.
For some reason, from the very first time that I even entered the Instagram world of the nanny world of Instagram, and I saw your page, and you were one of the first people that I posted because you shared information that was valuable. You were giving out 3 steps. It was 3 steps. Something with working with kids. I can't remember because I'm on the spot. I can't remember it. But I was like, man, she has valuable information that she's willing to share for free. You know what I mean? We live in a world where everybody, you have to pay for everything. You got to pay to know how to put on mascara. You got to pay to know how to. But I was like, man, sis is giving out information for free. Something that can help so many people. Like, you're not afraid that, oh, somebody's going to take my job if they know how to do it just like I do. Nobody can do anything just like you.
No one.
No one.
No one. No one's my competition.
Just like you. And I love that. I appreciated that. You were the first person that I remember posting on my page for that very reason.
Thank you.
And the accent. I love the accent.
And then he was like, say this again. Like, I know. Everyone loves the accent. I'm not sure why, though. Because it's just like, what is it about the accent that you like? Like, he doesn't.
It's just so cute.
Everyone's like, British accents. And I'm like, what is it? I wonder what it sounds like to the Americans, because everyone, see, even Kim's like, I love it. Everyone says they love it. Oh, I love the way you say this word. And I'm just like, huh? Really? Like,
I love it. I love your accent.
Thank you. What are some of your hobbies? What do you like to do for fun?
So since the pandemic, I've gotten into making earrings. These are some of my clay earrings.
Did you make that one?
I made these.
No way.
I did.
They're beautiful. I was going to ask you where you got them from. You know what? Yeah, you are. You tell you why you're getting on my nerves. Let me tell you why. Why is that not on the website? For you.
I have because it's
Gina. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go into business coaching mode. Why is there not a website with pictures of your earrings?
I do. No, I did. I had a launch. Launch. I'm going to say to you, it's my earring name is the Melange, and I use the French word because the Melange. Yes. Because it's just a mix of all the different things that I am. I put that into my earrings.
Put it in your comments, please. Put it in the comments right now. Your website.
Oh, okay.
Guys, if you like earrings, go on their website and support Black businesses. Put it in there right now.
Out right now. They're sold out. I'm about to do another launch. Do another one.
Sold out. Okay.
I'm sold out. I know.
Sold out. Like, accountability from Shaz, obviously. Yes. I'm pinning that. Pin that blotter right there. Yes. So putting it right there, guys.
And look at www.
NELANJ.com. Go on there and just wait until you put some more up and then go and buy it. Okay, I'm buying that out. You said you lovely give me a package. I will do a lovely reel with all the different earrings for you.
I have a package. Well, you know, life has
been I'm gonna buy it
lately.
Yes, it has.
Yes, it's been kind of crazy, but I'm on my thing right now. So I have a whole new line that I have coming out.
Amazing.
You know, my brother just passed away not a few weeks ago.
No, I'm so sorry.
I know. Thank you. He was a great guy.
You never said anything.
I know. Everything's been crazy. It's been crazy. But I have a whole collection now that's dedicated to him and his collection and his. I won't give it away.
Yes,
it'll be something that you're gonna love. But it's a collection. It's going to be based off of his name.
Yes.
The name that I called him. So those are coming together right now, and those will be ready in just in a few weeks. I'm gonna have those. So I said,
can you put that on put it on your social media? Send it to me. I'm posting. Well, I'm gonna buy first, and then I'll post it because I want to get my stuff first. But yeah, so sorry to hear that. You just said that so blasé, and I'm like, you lost a sibling. Like I was thinking the other day.
I know.
I would not know what to do if that ever happened to me. So the fact that you're still going.
But that's why you haven't seen me. That's the biggest thing. Like I haven't been on social media. My brother had cancer, So we've known for like the past 2 years or so that, you know, his health was going to be on a steady decline.
Yeah.
But that's why I haven't been on social media as much, because it was just one less thing that I need to put on my phone. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And you don't even need to explain that. So thank you for even sharing that. Sending my condolences to your family, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, guys, when I go to Washington, D.C., it's me and Gina, you know. And Gina. We have a saying in Jamaican called bench and batty. And it basically means, you know, like a bench, you have a bench. Yeah. Batty goes on the bench. Bench and batty go together. So bench and batty. We're going to be bench and batty. Yeah.
We're going to be bench and batty. You know, I spent some time in Jamaica.
Did you?
Yes, I just spent some time. I was doing some mission work there in the deaf community. So I was in Mobay, really? I was in Kingston, and I was in Port Moore.
Yeah. I miss home so much. I ate miss
all the foods.
Yes. Listen. When I went there, I put on 2 stone in 2 weeks. That's how much I was eating.
The festivals, the patties,
the food,
the Jamaican
everything.
apples, the fruit.
Yeah, the mangoes, the guineas, the guavas.
The guineas.
The sugar cane.
My mouth just broke out.
I
had like a ring around my mouth.
Yeah, because you kept eating them.
So good.
Hey, cuz, my beautiful baby cousin's in here. Hey, Lola. Yay. I love her. I miss her so much. Oh my God.
Seriously. Send me a message.
Yes, I am. Listen, Jessie said that she's gonna drive to DC. I think that's for you.
Send me a message, Jess.
Guys, man, they're doing this thing. Like they've banded us from America for that. Banded. that
really?
Anyway, the UK. We can't come over, and now they're saying only vaccinated people can come over. So I'm just like, mate, I need to find a way. I need to find a way.
I didn't realize they were doing that here.
18 months. Stupid Trump. Trump put the band in, and what's his name? Biden. Is it Biden?
Yeah,
Biden. Yeah, Biden. Yeah, he hasn't taken off the ban, but apparently he's going to take it off in November. So
I feel like it's going to be soon.
I hope so. I really hope so. I miss Miami. That's like my second home. I really want to go to Los Angeles. I love Washington, D.C. I want to go back to San Fran because I lived out there for a bit. Like, there's so many things I want to do in America. And like, it's mad because we can go from November. Yes. Hey, cuz, you look beautiful. Oh, love you. Yes, that's Helen. She's the one that I got the award from. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I want to call you Shadi. I don't know. I want to call you so many nicknames. Shada. I want to say Shada, like
a British person.
Like a British person.
Shada.
No, just Shada. I want to say with an accent.
Yes.
Shada.
We were meant to go Nanny Palooza. I had to give away my Nanny Palooza. I was basically going to surprise everyone at Nanny Palooza and be like, "Hey, Shada's here!" But they kind of we can't go. Yeah, we can't go because there's going to be another time, and they're going to also have the Nanny conference here is in a few weeks. So if you guys don't have your ticket, please do go get your ticket. And they're going to also have the Nanny conference in New York next year. So I'm going to be I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I want to go. I really want to go, and I want to support Helen because she puts on amazing events here in the UK. Yeah, she does a lot to bring nannies together. So I feel like she deserves our support. 100%. So but I'm not finished with you, Gina. I'm really not finished with you.
I'm here
because I got so many questions. I just love you. I just love you. Oh God, like I literally like you are literally like for me my nanny rock, and I say this to you all the time. But you're generally like my nanny rock because I know if anything, you're always someone I can rely on, someone that always shows genuine support. From the moment you saw me online and we connected in the DMs, you know, it was love at first sight in the DMs.
It definitely was.
And literally, like, I see so much of myself in you and vice versa. And I literally just can't wait to meet you in person because I'm going to give you the biggest hug, I even might even get emotional and cry.
I know, stop doing this.
Literally, I feel like, you know, when you meet people and you just connect with them straight away, and it's like, how do I have a bond with someone like this? It's just genuine love. Like, I feel like what the definition of a great friendship. Do you know what I mean? Someone that generally roots for each other, wants to see each other love. And I think it's so important that Black women have great relationships together and great friendships and genuine friendships. So I'm coming to New York. Don't you worry. She's absolutely the best to talk to. See, Amber even says you're the best to talk to. Even that's so sweet, sis. Got mad love for nature. Yeah, look, see, that's your new name. We will be at the party after the UK conference in New York. Yes, I know. I'm so proud of you, sis. Thank you. We're proud of every. Oh, who's that? Okay, I thought it was someone I know. It's not. But yeah, no, like seriously, Gina, you're just amazing. I want to ask you loads of questions, yeah. So I'm gonna ask you like a load of questions, yeah, but really quick. You have to give quick fire answers, yeah. Yeah, can you hear me? Oh, I lost you a little bit on Instagram. Is someone calling you? Oh wait, she's come out. Hold on. She came off the live. Let's see. Oh, what happened? Go live with Nanny by Nature. Might have to do a part 2. Let's see. No. Oh, why did it say you can't join? Hold on. Let's try again. Sorry, guys. I lost Gina. I'm trying to get her back in. I got you on here on
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Oh.
Instagram, they tried to play us, but we not.
Okay, cool. I was talking. I was like, hey, where'd she go?
I'm here. I heard you say you have questions for me. I'm ready.
Yes. I want to do some fire questions at you, and you have to basically answer them really quickly.
All right.
Yeah. So let's go. I've lost. Okay. What do you find most challenging about being a nanny?
The parents.
Sis.
That was easy.
What do you like most about being a nanny?
The children.
What do you like the least?
The parents.
The difficult parents. Let's be specific because there's some amazing parents, but there's some that are really difficult to work for.
No, I'm just kidding. I want to say the boundaries. Setting boundaries. I'm bad at it, so I hate that. I'm not good with that.
Okay. What are your strengths?
My strengths, I will say, being able to deal with both children and adults in the situation, the parents and the children.
Okay. What do you wish you knew before you became a nanny?
I wish I knew that parents, typically mothers, have a tendency to get that jealous nature when you form a bond with the child. Yeah,
absolutely. That Ross Clark fly. You gone dead in here. Listen, it's getting on my nerves. And literally, as soon as we get up here, I'm going to be doing some karate. What the hell? It's just zooming through like it pays rent. Like, what is this?
Let him live his life. You gotta let him live his
life. Yo, are you paying rent? Are you paying rent? Like, rent is due. You know what I mean? Like, what is this?
You gotta ask him.
You paying bills? I'll be like, I'm just gonna come in the live and buzz my way through.
He's a guest appearance.
Nah, like, listen, you know what I need? You know they have this thing in England. I don't know if they have it in America. Yeah, it's like a bat, and you like whack the thing, and it electrocutes them. Have you heard of it?
Oh yes, we have.
And it goes.
You sound like my mom. She loves that. Yes, Amber. You know Yes, Amber feels.
She knows. She knows. I got some more questions for you. What advice would you give a junior nanny just starting out?
Learn how to talk to people with kindness.
Oh, that is very good advice. I like that. That is good. What's the one thing that you do for everyone?
Give them dignity and respect.
Oh, that's nice. I don't do that. I feel like it's earned. You're so nice. I'm like,
no, respect is definitely earned. Respect is earned, but I feel like I'm earning my respect by giving it, even though people are not earning it themselves.
Okay, makes sense.
That's how I earn the respect from myself.
I love that. What's the one thing people will be shocked to know about you?
That I'm shy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked by that.
You're not shy because we're the same. People don't believe you're shy either.
Yeah, no, they don't. They would be, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, okay. Okay. Well, I was gonna ask you this, but I feel like you do because you make earrings. That's very unique. But do you have a unique or special talent?
That for me, the earrings for me right now, I didn't know I can do it. I didn't do it. I didn't know I could do it until I started doing it.
Wow.
Like I just had an idea. I was like, let me try it. And then I got into it and just practiced and started doing it more and more and more and more. Now it's something that I can comfortably say is a talent that I have.
Wow, that's amazing. And they're so beautiful. Always compliment you on them. You're like, I made these. And I'm like, huh? What? Say what now? Yeah. What's one thing you can't live without?
My Bible. Keeps me grounded.
So politically correct. I love that.
No, I mean, I can't. I honestly can't.
It's true.
I need something to keep me from going off. I need something to keep me from not being the person that I could be, that if I didn't have that kind of
faith
standard to live up to. Yeah,
absolutely.
I need something to live up to.
I love that. What are you most thankful for?
My mother. My mother. My dad has since passed away. But even if he was alive, he would be like, "You're gonna say your mother, aren't you?"
Yeah. And why is that? Why your mom?
I have never had anyone in my corner, and I'm not gonna say too much. I'll be like, ugh. But I have never had. She's the only person in my life, throughout my whole life, that if ever I said I wanted to do something, she was like, "You can do it." She never doubted. She never doubted that any thing that I said I was going to do or wanted to do. She was like, "You can do it. Whatever you want to do, you can do it." And that has been huge. And she's always supported me throughout any venture, any trip, anything. She's always supported me. She's whatever I needed to have her support for it, whether it be word, financially, anything. She was always ready to support me.
Oh, I love that. That is definition of a mom right there.
100.
Big up mommy Bivens.
Selfless mother ever. She's the most selfless mother you will ever meet. She will give
amazing.
If she has $1, she'll give you 99 cents.
Oh,
and the penny,
that's where you get it from then.
I try to learn from her. If I could be just like a third of who she is, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah.
She said like being a ballerina.
I said I wanted to be a ballerina, and I was like, I need the leg warmers, I need the tights, I need the whole outfit. All I wanted was the outfit. I want the 2 classes. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Mommy Bivens, please tell us more. Please tell us more. She's like being a ballerina.
That's all I wanted.
Yeah, well, I mean that's every little girl. Like I know when I first got my ballet like dance wear, I was like, oh my god, like I felt so empowered. Like I've learned about this all my life. Like, do you know what I mean? And then I did ballet and I was like, yo, this shit is hard.
It's hard. I was like, stretching. I was like, no.
Yeah, I enjoyed it though. Like
keep my outfit.
Second, third, fourth, fifth, like the different placements with your feet, and then you had to do your plies and that core right there. Because my training my training is dance, right? So I trained as a dancer from the age of 8 to 23. So I've danced my whole life, and I used to teach it as well. So ballet was one of my favorite things because it was so hard for me, and I love to challenge myself. I love tap as well, tap dance. I'm a sick tap dancer, you know. Give me some music, and
I never knew that.
You didn't know? Yeah, I'm like grade 5. I got like 4 more before I could teach tap. I really want to teach tap. That would be like a dream for me. I want to teach children how to do tap. I used to teach it like cover for my tap teacher, but like very good advice. Oh, good. Yeah, she does have amazing advice. Right, moving on. You mentioned something earlier that makes me want to ask this question. Mm-hmm. What do you most find difficult speaking up about?
Anything to, I find it most difficult speaking about anything that's for me. anything that would like make things easier for me. I have a hard time asking for something that would make me more comfortable. Now, if someone were doing something that I felt like was making you uncomfortable or that you deserve something more, I can speak up for you. I can say something for you. But if it's me, like if I'm an example of like if I'm sitting on a bus, if we're both sitting on a bus and somebody's bag is on my foot, and it would be so much easier if they took their bag off, I wouldn't say anything. I have a hard time with just like speaking up for me. But if somebody had if it was you, I'd be like, why's your bag on her? Get your stuff. Move it. That's like,
where do you think that stems from?
I don't know. You know what it is my mother is quite similar in that way, in that it almost feels like I never want to seem like I feel like, what's the word? Like I feel like I'm putting myself above somebody else. Not in that way. I feel like I need to either learn how to accept it, or I don't know how to like articulate that exactly. Obviously, it's a problem because I can talk about it.
There you go. Nanny came on the go, said, "Girl, come talk to me. We need you to speak up." Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely.
So Kim, that's one of my issues. One of the biggest things that happens with me in a nanny house, when I work in a nanny house, when I'm working with a family, is that it will be very hard for me to ask for a raise, or if there's something that I need and I know that I deserve it, it's very, very hard for me to ask for that. And I just came off of a job that I was in for a year, that the entire year I should have been. Everyone around me was like, you should have asked for more money. They didn't disclose something to you. You know, you needed to be making more than you were making. And I could not do it. Like, I could not speak up for myself. I just sucked it up for a year because I was like, I know I'll just be there for a year. But during that time, I should have asked for the compensation, and I just didn't.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're very passive or more assertive?
I am assertive when it comes to things that don't really necessarily have to do with me.
Yeah.
Anything with me, I have a hard time having that quality. But for others, for children, for loved ones, profession, like for I can be, when it's general, when it's something that's outside of me, I can speak on it.
Do you think that's because you don't think you're worthy, or
that's the word? That's it. That's what I was looking. That's the word I was looking for.
But I'm here to tell you, you bloody are. You're worth every single penny. You're worth anything you ask for. Okay, we're not going to be going into 2022 downgrading ourselves and not getting what we deserve. Like, you are very worthy of that, right? And if people are telling you, you take that on board. And the same way you can be like, get your bag off Shada's foot. You need to get that energy and bring it into yourself, because you're such an amazing person and you deserve nothing but the best.
You are very sweet.
Okay? You tell yourself that every day.
I got to channel my Shada.
Listen, I was you at one point. I was very, everything else, I could talk up for people. I'm always the one that's like stopping someone from being bullied. But when it came to myself, I never gave myself that same love. And it came with loving myself that was like, no, F this. I'm going to say what I need to say. Like, if it makes people feel uncomfortable, then they feel uncomfortable. Like, I had to get used to that, because that's not very me. I had to get used to that. But at the end of the day, I'm not going through life being unhappy. I'm not going through life and not having, like, I want the best of the best all the time. I don't want mediocre. I want the best of the best. I deserve the best of the best.
To it, you don't really, if you feel like you're not being treated fairly or getting paid fairly, you're really not going to give your best. And that's not their fault if you don't ask for it. So you're 100% correct.
Right.
Correct. I'm working on that. I'm working on it. I'm getting there.
We're getting there. Absolutely. Me and Nanny Kim are gonna be coming up in your DMs like, yo,
yes, Gina. My girl.
Nanny Kim, I love her. She's on tomorrow, guys, so check that out as well.
Yes.
But here we have a comment. Yes, we have a comment. We have a few comments. Let me just double check. S. Lewis on YouTube say Gina really has that effect on everyone who meets her. Oh, that's so sweet.
That's so nice.
See, so this is, this ain't no fake business.
So sweet.
You know that ain't no fake. Oh my God, that Gina.
You just gotta let him live his life.
It's stressing me out.
Not my house. You don't live your life in my house.
Yo, listen. Nanny Q, is it Q? Q? Yes, Nanny Q said, I love this conversation. I love your live shot, Nanny Shot. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Tonight I'm teaching that on Clubhouse. So after this, you're going to go on Clubhouse. Now that I've got my invite, Kimmy Kim, not from you. But I got my invite now, so I'm going to come and support how to bring up the hard conversation. Yes, Gina, you need to be in that. Let's see. We've got a few more people coming in. Hey, Nanny announcements. Sending you some love from Paris. Yes, we are international. Bonjour, je m'appelle Shada. What else is there? I don't know what to say. How are you? I'm learning Spanish at the moment. ¿Cómo estás? And all that stuff. Yeah. I'm learning Spanish, but I'm not very good at learning languages. So I'm kind of trying to push myself a little bit. But Gina, you've been amazing. I wanted to just end it by asking you a few things to interpret. I also want to ask you one more question, and I want you to answer it very honestly. How do you want to be remembered? What do you want to leave behind? What legacy? How do you want people to remember you?
I would love for people to remember me as someone who was kind, even when it was hard, and someone who loved, even though she wasn't loved in return.
Oh, I love you. Oh, guys, you are very loved by a lot of people, okay? Yes. By a lot of people. You are loved by a lot of people. So don't ever feel like you're not worthy, because you are more than worthy. You are beautiful. You are natural. You are talented. You're kind. You're giving. Just a lovely all-arounder. Absolutely adore you. And I literally cannot wait to meet you, because you're my kind of person. You're my kind of person, man.
Of people.
Yes, absolutely.
Stop letting me cry.
And I love it. I'm loving the natural look. Your hair is beautiful. Look at your crown.
My mom cut it. My mom cut this for
me. Did she?
I know. Mama Cookie is.
Wow. Is your mom in DC as well?
Yeah, she's in Baltimore, but so it's not far. It's 45 minutes. Is it not
far? Away. No way. I didn't know Baltimore was that close.
Yeah, it's super close.
What? That's annoying me, man, because when I was in DC, I would have went to Baltimore.
Well, now we know. So.
Oh my God. See, I need to look at the map and be like, what's next? Because y'all do some big kind of journeys. Like, yeah, it's only 12 hours to go to. I'm not driving for 12 hours, y'all.
That's true. We do that here. No, but Baltimore is close.
Okay. Could you say 45 minutes? I'll be driving for 5 hours. Yeah. No. I went to New York, yeah. They're like, oh, yeah, it's just 10 blocks down. 10? What do you mean 10 blocks? I'm learning 10 blocks. I'm learning that 10 blocks is like a road, and then walk, and then another road. So that's 1 block. And then and I'm like, 10 blocks. I'm thinking they're saying like 10 minutes down the road. I'm walking for all 40 minutes. Like, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
I could have caught a bus.
Blocks.
Yeah.
They're real long. Yeah.
Crazy, man. Crazy. And it was snowing as well. I was just thinking, I love New York, but this isn't
Nanny
it.
Kim. That's why we call it the DMV, Baltimore, Maryland.
Yes. So look at this. Nanny announcement said, yes, girl, you are very loved and so blessed to have you in this community. See, you are worthy. Yes, ditto what Shazi Pooh said. Love you. I love you too.
Ashley.
Yes, that's how we call it. The DMV, Baltimore is in Maryland. Oh, yes, I think I knew that. I knew that. Guys, go and check out Gina's website where she makes the earrings. She's going to be putting up a new collection very soon. It's going to be dedicated to her brother that has passed. I'll put it in the pin, but obviously when you're watching this back on the replay, you won't really know. So it's www.melanj.com. How do we pronounce that? Melange. Melange. Okay, look at me, Melange. Melange. That sounds like my nephew name. His name's Milan. So Melange. Yeah, so it's got a bit of a J in it. Okay, perfect. Right. Let's do this. We are going to do some interpreting. So if you guys are just coming in, Gina is a certified language interpreter for American Sign Language. And so I'm going to say some phrases and she's going to interpret them. Okay, interpret. Am I doing that right? No,
yes, you are.
I am. Oh, interpret.
I'm left-handed. Okay. So yeah.
Oh, you're left-handed. Okay, that's what I'm like. Wrong hand. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. The first thing you're going to interpret is, my name is Shada and I come from a big family. Yo! Okay, another one is, my name is Gina and I have a big heart. Okay, another one. Shada is recognizing me today because I am a prominent member of the nanny community. I am valued all over the world. And I deserve the love and support I give out to come back to me. Yes, Gina! I just love you! Can everyone just give her some purple love hearts, please, in the comments, because she is just so dope, man. How do you just do that on the spot? You're just amazing, man. I absolutely adore you, and I've had such a good time. We've gone over a little bit, and I didn't even notice because I'm just having the best time with you. So much fun. How are you feeling? I love you too.
So great. Thank you. I would only do this with you. You're the only person.
Oh, thank you. Guys, we need some purple love hearts for Gina, man, because she is just killing it. Guys, you are such an inspiration. You make that look so easy, and I know it's not. Like, my cousin did a degree in it, and I saw her stressing, and you just did that. Like, wow, amazing. Just inspirational, man. Like Gina, I love you.
Listen. You do things I can't do. It's just that's why we make such a good community, because we can share.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for giving me your time. Thank you for allowing me to recognize you. Happy National Nanny Recognition Week.
Happy National Nanny Recognition Week to you.
Yeah. And I love you so much, Gina. Stay on StreamYard with me. But we're going to say bye to everyone on here. And we will talk soon. Bye, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. That was so cool. So cool.